Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Trains in World 2. We're on the Boston Sprinter again, PS5 version, and continue on the journey. I've done the cab car training, and so now we're doing the first route in the cab car in the MBTA service. And again, like it was last time, we've gone straight from training straight to service. So let's hope I remember how to set it up. Better get on with it. Okay. So, alright, I'll unlock the doors first. So the right side, yeah, that was the right side. Okay. So we need to open this, and we need to make sure these things are on. So, oh, come on. Generate field. Engine run. I don't know about that. Yeah, why not? Close that. Excellent. Put the key in. Put us into neutral. Yeah, whatever. I know, I'm amazing. I put headlights dim. Yes, I know, I used the headlights. Put the cab lights on for a second. Marker lights don't need to be on. That's all fine. To be honest, I think the rest of it is okay. Let's put that full service. We'll get this into forward. We'll lock the doors. And fingers crossed. Take the brakes off. And hope I didn't forget anything. Brake pressure's dropped. Brake cylinders up. It's kind of weird that the interface over here, the whole HUD thing, doesn't have the power draw thing, so you can't actually tell, and we don't appear to be drawing power. Pretty sure the wipers won't help us. What's going on? Why are we not moving? Because critical thing. Sorry, my bad. We can do that. That would help us. Right, so now we're running late. So let's get going. I'm not sure that would have helped the power though, would it really? Oh, apparently it did. Okay. I suppose without it, it didn't release the brakes, huh? Cool, so we're on our way. I knew I'd forget something. It's funny, I forgot that on the last one. What's that do there? Look, there's a dial there. It doesn't seem to be. Oh, yeah, I don't know what that does. Anyway. Yeah, so back in Trains in World 2, back on Boston Sprinter, and well, basically, we're at the other end of the train, which is fine. I haven't got my keyboard connected. I meant to, and I forgot. Oh, one thing, actually, you know what? Because I haven't got my keyboard connected, we'll have to do it through here. Apologies. Sorry. Let's get that off. Because I've been doing training, it won't allow me to take it off, but now I can take it off. And sorry, while we're here, that's all fine. Oh no, motion blur stayed off. Motion blur has a habit of coming back on, but I guess I haven't shut the game down since I last changed it, so that's probably why. Let's give it a bit of power. There we are. There's our cab car, looking good. Yeah, the training was in the snow, which is very pretty, but it's nice to be a bit greener, a bit brighter. Not sure what that pip means, to be honest. I probably should. When we get the next stop, we'll take a look at the route and see. I have no idea how long this is. Probably worth checking, because if I need to make breaks or allow for time lapses or some such, best to be aware before we get too far down the route. So yeah, so we'll check that out in a second. We could try, I'm assuming, so these are the dim lights. I'm assuming if we put the bright lights on, that's those ones. So let's have a look. Oh, sorry, not paying attention, beg your pardon. Now the other interesting thing is that we don't seem to be getting the same stuff. Reason, of course, I've got the safety system switched on. Yeah. Sorry. Speed. Yeah, I don't know where they are. be honest. Whoa, what did I, what? 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 Well, that's a bit odd. Nope. Yeah, I don't know where they are. They're around somewhere. I know there are some. Yeah, okay, I need to figure that out. Fine, fair enough. Yeah, yes, because without that, obviously, we won't get the whole buzzers and alternative time, alternative speeds, and all this sort of stuff, right? So, yeah, I need to figure that out. It's in a. Matt mentioned it in one of the Dovetail streams, and I'll be honest and say I was busy and not paying a lot of attention. Oh, let's open the window, because that would have helped us, and then we would have known. That's better. Bit of fresh air. Yeah, where are the safety systems? I don't know. What are we doing? Right, 70 miles an hour. We've got 60 in 1.7 miles. That's okay. Yeah, it's fair to say that my my braking distance judgment thing perhaps wasn't as good as it might have been in training. I didn't break any red lights, but still, it could have been better, right? Yeah, that's not it. Let's not do that. Yeah, I don't know. What's this one do again? No. Come on, no, I don't need the heater. I don't know what marker lights. I don't know what that one does. You seem to get marker lights, cab lights. We probably don't need the cab lights actually, to be honest. Now we're running. And then I was going to do this, wasn't I? Headlights to bright. That's better. I like bright headlights. A bit of braking. Now we've hit 70, we'll slow back down to 60. Yeah, probably don't do it quite yet. But actually, you blast through those yards pretty quick, don't you, really, when you're doing 70 miles an hour. It's a bit of a shock. I did the training stroke introduction on Arosa before I came on here, just to start building this. I'm just trying out different routes at the moment, trying to make the decision on which ones, and I think, to be honest, I'll just bring them all across on here and just play on the PS5 version. I'm a bit of a completionist, so that's probably a bad decision, but they just look so good. They really do. The Rosa line is just phenomenal, and to have, you know, freely available, free camera, and which I mean I had, because I had the old keyboard, but you know, and of course actually to have the camera working in tunnels, and also I've got tunnel pictures and free roaming pictures where I let the train go through the tunnel and just float over the top of the mountain while it passes through. It's just, yeah, it's something else. So yeah, I think I may just end up, I've been about 4, I think should keep us, because we're also going downhill, so let's just be careful. Yeah, so I'm really thinking I might just bring everything over to the PS5 and delete the PS4 version, and we'll just have to redo everything. You know what? That's fine. Some of the ones that I probably would have questioned, I'm going to do anyway. Clinchfield, to be fair, although I hadn't actually done that much on it really. New one. Oh, I forget the name. The one that just came out in the desert thing. Geez, really? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, that will definitely be benefit from being on the PS5 version, because your draw distances will be amazing. So you just get that extra level of detail, we are going to be late. Yeah, and same with Sandpatch. I mean, I've done shed loads. What I might do is skip for now at least all the shunting stuff that you do at the start and move straight onto line duties, which is pretty much where I was. Because crikey, that was a heck of a lot of shunting that I did. Or that you do, even. Right, put the brake, whack the brakes on. Because it's still coming in pretty quick. Takes some stopping, this train. It really does. Takes some stopping. It's a big old train. This is better though. This isn't too bad. But we're still going to miss it. We're going to be on the platform. Who cares? It will save these people at the end walking too far to get on the train. It's fine. Open the doors. We got, right, 14:04. We're 14:05 because we're late. Yeah. We're going to Attleborough. Mansfield, is that? Sharon, Route 128. Oh, so we're going the opposite way to the way we came the first time. So let's have a look on the old map, on the old schedule actually. So yeah, we're going to Attleborough, Mansfield Track 2, Sharon Track 2, Route 128 Track 2, Hyde Park and Boston Bay back, East Limits and then Boston South Station, where we are due in at 3:01. So we're basically, oh wow, okay, we're looking at an hour. Right. Okay. We might need to skip some bits. Okie dokie. But we haven't done this bit yet. So we'll definitely do this one for a little bit. They take a really long time to load these passengers. Really slow. Unlike the Scots that run and just jump on the train. Really, really quickly. Now then, I've been looking, have we got any collectability type stuff? I don't see anything, actually. I think I looked at this one during training and didn't see anything now either. Anyway. There we go. Doors. Brakes. Power. Power. Let's go. Too late. It won't be long before it's going too fast and I won't be able to keep up. I was hoping I'd do a bit of free camera, but it's always putting it on the main, on the loco, not on the end of the train that I'm actually sitting at. Nice, not matching t-shirts. Oh, too late. Come on then, let's crank it. Let's go. Well, we got 4.7 miles in about 7 minutes. Okay. So we'll do a little bit, then we'll miss a little bit, then we'll do a little bit, then we'll miss a little bit. And I don't need to miss a lot to get it under the hour that I need it to be. That said, of course, I am running late already. Yeah, we'll just miss bits. We'll miss bits here and there. You've seen some of this route before. We are actually, just to show, we're doing, oh wow, we're like doing the whole line. Whoa. Okay, I hadn't realised that. Did we actually start at Providence? I suppose we must have done. Oh, cool. I hadn't even noticed. Cool. So yes, we're doing, because we did this bit last time. We were, we went out Stoughton. We did that little bit. So we want to make sure that we're capturing all the way up to Sharon, and Canton Junction, and then I might skip some of these bits. I might skip some bits anyway, to be honest, because I'm not sure that's going to leave me enough to play with if I just skip those bits there. But we'll see. So we're in a different state then, I guess. We must be. I forget which states it runs on. That's really bad, isn't it? Sorry. I'm sorry. Let's zoom in. I do love the zoom. It looks awesome. No, but then it does that, you see. You have to be really careful. No, stop it. Sorry, it's a little bit fiddly. There we go. Get a nice bit of zoom. Take a nice screeny shot. See how that comes out. Dee-dee-boo. So actually, our top allowed speed is 90, which I'm pretty sure Matt said it actually should only be about 80, so we're going to struggle to get much over 80, but it might help us to make up some time. That said, we've got another 60 limit in 500 yards, which means I should cut the power, chuck on the brakes, because we're going to miss this one. It's not going to be huge, to be fair. Actually, we're not. We're going to do all right. Take the power off, let it drop down, release the brakes, put on the power. Whoa. See, that's just sneaky, because we're not going to make that, not by a long shot. Why is it 30 here? We've got a green signal. We're on a straight stretch of track. There's clearly no, explains why we've got so much time to get to Attleborough anyway. There's clearly no, okay. Maybe we're slowing down in time for the junction here. Perhaps we're changing over, are we? No, we're not. So why do we have to be at 30 for this bit? Really? That's kind of odd. Oh, all right, okay. All right, them's the rules. We like to play by the rules. Now, again, it's just this bit. So why is this bit 30? Isn't that funny? I mean, it's only 500 yards, and then we go back up to 60. It's just where we go past these sidings, it looks like. All right. Okay. Fair enough. Because yeah, once we get past this, we get the whole train past this junction, then we'll be all right. There it goes, roughly about there. Add a little bit for luck. And we can put the power back on. Still got to get the whole train through, haven't we? So not quite yet. Come on. Train's not that long. There we go. Now we're talking. But we've only got 2.5 miles to get to the station. 4 minutes to do it, actually. So if we get a wiggle on, unless you've got more severe sudden speed drops like that one, that was a bit of a whoa. We might be all right. Let's take a sip of water. It's just water, I promise. Don't drink and drive. Okay, still no more speed restrictions. Interesting. I suppose I could save us the odd minute if I stop recording while we're stationary at a station. While we are stationed at a station. That would help a little bit, just to ease some of it. It's a lot of very straight track, to be fair. We could just do a bit of a time-lapse job, couldn't we, really? Maybe we'll time-lapse the next section and see if that helps. 60. We're going uphill, so it's not going to take us long to wash that little bit extra off. Put it back up to 4, usually is about right to keep us at 60. We've got this slight uphill bubble. 1.2 miles to go, 1.1 miles to go. We're going uphill and moving 60, so we don't need to stop straight away. Probably don't want to be much after 1,000 yards, so much before that. Well, we don't want to be later than 1,000 yards, that's for certain. Looks like I might actually make up some time, actually. Seriously isn't going to take long for that 1,000 yards to disappear, so let's get us into full service. see if we do this any better than we did last time. Wow, look at that car park, it's huge. Okay, now we're down to 35. I think we can ease off a little bit. Actually, though, we're also not in a rush, right? So we might as well try and get it right for once. Just for once. So I'll stop at this station, I'll cut, and then I'll pick up again as we're ready to go, just to save us a little bit of time, and then maybe we'll do a bit of a time-lapsey thing. Nice station. Ooh, we can pop out and get the fire extinguisher. Nice, much better. Right, we're going to be sat a while. I'll stop and I'll see you on the other side. Well, as you can tell, that stop didn't exactly go as planned, but to be honest, if I hadn't put the emergency brake on, we probably wouldn't have finished in time. I could perhaps have put the emergency brake on later, but it's kind of hard to make these kind of decisions when you know you're going to overrun if you're not careful. Anyway, we stopped, the worst stop probably ever, and really just remember to put the power on before I let the brakes release. Given that we're having a tendency to roll backwards slightly. But anyway, that was a good run. It's pretty straight, I have to say. Not a bad thing, it's fine. I did a couple of collectibles while I was there. We got a route map and a poster and a fire extinguisher. I haven't found any snow shovels yet. I found everything else, but I haven't found any snow shovels yet. So I need to keep an eye out. Maybe they're CSX. Yeah, maybe they're elsewhere, as you might say. So yeah, I took a look at the time, and basically by the time we get to Route 128, wherever it is, which is sort of the last station before we turn off on the way, on the other way, we've only got 20 minutes left before we hit Boston. So I figured it was worth doing that one as a time lapse, and we might do the same with this, to be honest, or I could just do a cut. It's no disrespect, it's lovely, but it's all very straight and very samey, right? In fact, I think it is straight, pretty much. It's straight between here and Sharon. So yeah, Canton Junction and Route 28. So Canton Junction, Route 28, 128. That's where we turned off last time. But yeah, so now on the run to Sharon. Well, we got 8 minutes. So we're probably already at, what's about 21 minutes. That was an 8-minute stretch times 4. So that'll be about 2 minutes, about 23, probably about 24, 25 minutes. I'm guessing in by now. You'll know, I don't. Oh, look, trucks. They're cool. Nice colour. Good blue, metallic. There's lots of stuff going off on the sides and stuff. This will be, the top speed coming up now is 130. So wow. I'm not the top speed of the Amtrak is, but that'll be kind of fun. I hope it stops better than this one. I have a feeling it doesn't. So really need to better my braking distances. I was way too late. I looked at it and thought, right, a mile I need to be putting the brakes on, and then I didn't. And those, if you don't brake within a mile, then a couple of seconds later you're down to, 0.7 miles, and then 1,000 yards comes up really quick, and it just, if you're not down at 60 by the time you're at 1,000 yards, you've got no hope. And I wasn't. So yeah, really need to practice my my stopping planning. But this is quite pleasant, all green. We are, after all, in New England. It's very nice. Never been to New England, always wanted to go. Now we're here. I always wanted to go to Boston too, so it's kind of cool. So we got a train to Boston. But yeah, I don't know what, shall I time lapse, shall I? What are we looking at? 4 minutes to get to Sharon, track 2. Yeah, we could do another little time lapse, couldn't we? Right, that didn't go brilliantly either, did it? I'm really not having a lot of luck, but never mind. Okay, next stop, Route 128, track 2. Yeah, so the reason we're now running late, and this is partly my fault, sorry, it's entirely my fault. I wasn't paying attention. For some reason, I did the whole thing up like notch 4 or 5. So we were very slow on that run. That's just me being, yeah, I'm just a bit tired. I'm not paying attention, to be honest. But anyway, Route 128, track 2. Let's do this bit live, and then we might time lapse some more after, or do some cuts or something, because it's a bit we've done before, and I want to try and keep videos down to 40, 45 minutes. I think anything beyond that, if it's a truck one, and sometimes it has to be, but if I can try and keep it a bit less than that. But we've done time lapses of the bit we've done. We'll do this bit real time. We'll just sit and chat to get us to Route 128, or at least as far as is it Canton Junction, where it tails off, which we don't stop at. It's just a junction, but should be a fast run. Now remember to put us up to notch 8. And then, of course, we're doing the run into Boston. it's nice, but crikey, there's an awful lot of very straight track. But yeah, I really, really need to practice my braking distances with this train. I really do. Possibly the worst I've done in a very long time. Possibly something to do with the fact I haven't done US passenger services for a while, and most European trains stop a lot faster. But I just need to get used to it. Right, so what we got, 125 mile limit, 4.6 miles. In about 4.5 minutes, we are obviously running late, but if we get up to 90 and cruise at that for a couple of miles, that'll more than make up some time. It's amazing how much quicker it goes when you put it into notch 8. Yeah. Oh well. There you go. It teach me to drive trains while tired. Wow, now we're cruising. Look at this. I mean, that's like proper quick, that is. Oh, there's the junction. Oh, this is cool. I love this. That's an awesome station. And have you noticed a lot quieter? Because it's, 2:30 in the afternoon. It's not rush hour. There's a lot less passengers about. Nice. Nice. Because when we did that one last time, that I don't remember what time, 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was, 9:30 I think. There was people all over the place. I'm actually going to put a little bit of brakes on because we're doing 94. Technically we should be doing 90. And we are going downhill, so it's going to keep us going. But it might allow us to make up a little bit of time anyway. Already down to 2 miles. Release the brakes. 0.3% down bubble. So that will keep us going, but hopefully not let us run away too much. School bus. Right, coming off on 1.5 miles, 1.4, 1.3, 1.2, 4.1. Let's slow down a little bit. Mile, right. Good enough. Hopefully that'll do it. Thousand yards, about 60. Then we probably ease off a little bit. So we can ease off a little bit. The problem is then judging when to put it back on again, right? So if I just release the pressure rather than cutting it back completely. We've got actually quite a bit of time. We made good time on that stretch. So when we stopped, I'll cut. I'll look at timings. I'll look at videos we've already got. I'll blah, and I may cut a little bit. See, I've overdone it now. I'm not sure I'm going to stop in time. Which we're not doing too badly. But yeah, I'll figure out how we're looking in terms of quantity of video to route left, and I might just cut the next bit, and then I'll catch up with you when we're getting towards Boston at whatever point, depending on where we are. Oh, look at that! Beautiful, much better. I think we're ahead of time. I'll see you in a little while. So here we are, Boston Back Bay, track 2, by the way. We'll close the doors because we're going to go a second anyway, release the brakes, and set up an ultimate stop. So we're going via East Limits Cove interlocking. Wow. There's a good name. Snappy. And then we'll be on our way into Boston. So we're down to 30-mile-an-hour limit. I had to do another emergency brake at the previous station. Oops, again, I don't know how I missed it. I really don't. That should have been an easy one, but there you go. We've been on yellows for a little while, so I did it ease off a little earlier for the station, but I still made it just on time, so was not a problem. I just knew that if there was a red coming up, we wouldn't have made it right. So now we do have a red in 0.6 miles, but we're only a few minutes away from our stop. So my guess is that, I don't think the brakes. My guess is that that red could even be our station. I actually know it's not 1,000 yards away, it isn't. Okay. I'm not sure how far it is to East Limits Cove interlocking. So I don't know if we're going to need to stop at this red signal or not. I'm guessing we might do. There's certainly no way we're going to be in the station in 600 yards, obviously. So we'll just drift. And actually it's fine because we've got 15-mile-an-hour limit coming up anyway. We're sure not going anywhere while that's a red signal. But yeah, so I missed out a couple of sections in a stop. We did it in the last one, and we'll do it again in others. So, you know, I figured it was fine just to try and keep the length of the video down a little bit. Okay, so actually 360 yards to our... Yeah. Not sure about this one. Slight uphill, it's a little bit of power. Still got another 100 yards to our 15-mile-an-hour limit. We're already doing way less than that, so we'll stop in no problem. Oh, nice. Proper American police siren. Ah, okay, perfect. Going slightly over speed. And got a 10 coming up anyway. Back on a yellow signal. So good that we took it steady coming in. That was fine. Now, trick is just try and keep this at 10 as we come in. 2 and a bit minutes to do it. Oh, 600 yards. Which is, it's going to take a while at 10 miles an hour, especially if I don't get to 10 miles an hour. Come on. A little bit of uphill. Not keen on an uphill. Now, back on the level. Okay. 400 yards, 450 yards, should I say. Still a minute, 48 seconds, 40 seconds to go, so we're all right. Just watching that speed really carefully, trying to keep us under that 10. 300 yards, just over, still plenty of time. So yeah, the last stop was pretty good. I was like a yard, 3 yards over. That's okay, I can live with that. Relative to the rest of this journey, I can definitely live with that. So let's see how we do with this one. I mean, when we're coming in at 10 miles an hour, you know, by not getting too far out. 200 yards. Hello, hello. Wow, that's a bright shirt. Do you get sunglasses with that? Wow. Hello, hello. Here we go, 100 yards. Journey's end. A little bit of break. We've not got our guidey thing. Why have we not got our guidey thing? So we're just going by the numbers. then we'll just drift in. I'd rather get the stop right and be a little bit late than not, so it's fine. Could have done it coming in a little bit quicker for me. 10 yards, here we go. Oh, look at that, lovely. There we go, unlock the doors. Welcome in the passengers, say bye-bye to passengers. We terminate here, look, even says so. 15:01. All right, we were a little bit late. Could have been worse. Did we get a gold? Oh, so generous, because I was really worried we were only going to get a silver. Oh my goodness, look at those stop distances. It's just too painful to even look. Oh well, anyway, definitely some practice needed, but that's okay, plenty to do. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed it. Just a fun route, Providence to Boston. So we've done the full line. Fun journey from one end to the other. And I think we now go on to the Amtrak, so that'll be good too. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like subscriptions, very much appreciated. Please share. Please don't forget to hit that old bell notification, and because there'll be more coming from Boston to Providence soon. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.